Okay. Welcome to Happy Gaijin. It's been a bit of a crazy day, but I didn't want to not stream and explain that I wasn't able to stream. I can't even talk right now. But yeah, just sorting out a few things, getting myself in position. Ta-da. And I'm not very sure who's here, so I need to sort all of this out. I've just started the stream and I'm absolutely not prepared at all. So I do apologize. I'm not even looking at the chat. I'm gonna look at the chat now. Crazy. Crazy. Let's see. This is what it looks like when I don't know what I'm doing, by the way. This is what it... Hey, dying goal. It seems to be just us right now. This is what happens when I don't actually announce anything. JJI is here. Hey JJI, how are you doing? um I nearly didn't stream, but then I decided that I would stream. Uh, Issue is I'm going to the UK on Friday with work for a week. So it's been a bit crazy today. Plus I'm trying to finish the video. The video is finished. You guys out in Patreon have watched it. I've calculated that I've worked 100 hours in that video. The file for that video is 1 terabyte. I've never ever put together a video like a video for YouTube that's 1 terabyte in total size. It's absolutely crazy. But I've learned a lot. I've actually learned a hell of a lot making this new video that's going to go up on Friday. Um, Mainly some new techniques, some new editing techniques, that kind of thing. So it basically means that next time it's going to take me a third of the time less, because I probably spent a third of my time trying to figure out how to do things. But now I know, you learn. So yeah, I'm really proud of that video. I've worked freaking hard on it. I think it's going to be good. By the way, the background is a bit crappy because literally just on my laptop, no camera, nothing fancy. Um, but yeah, as I was saying, I've worked super hard on this video. Um, those of you who are on Discord, sorry, on Patreon, have already seen the video, and so far, and I know that you're my biggest supporters, but I know that you would have told me if there was something terribly wrong with that video. So, hey, hello, I'm just getting dying goal. Saika is here also. Nice, awesome. Um, trying to stay awake. Well, hopefully I can help you. Jim Ross, you needed this. Yay! Thank you for being here. Tommy Tran, hey, how are you doing? Back in the clay is here. Eddie, how you doing, my man? Yeah, nice video. Thank you so much. Like I said, it's been a bit mad. But mainly because I didn't put out a video last weekend. I really wanted to make sure that this video was ready for this weekend. Not that it mattered, because had it not been ready, I just wouldn't have put it up, because I really want this video to be right, you know, and I want it to be right for everyone. Exciting! Hey, awesome! Great video. I liked it. Thank you so much. Arigato gozaimasu. I don't have any other fancy stuff today on this setup. 100 hours, that's a boot camp. Yeah, I calculated 100 hours. It took me about, I kid you not, 6 hours just to do the arrows and the text on that video, because it wasn't as simple as just putting the text and the arrows. It was because I learned how to track, how to basically stick an arrow and track it to a video. So basically when the video is moving, the arrow moves with the video, so it feels like it's like part of the video, if that makes any sense. And that took me quite a while to figure out, but now I know, now I've learned. So Hey Caroline, how's your jet lag? I hope you're back to normal. I finished that video. Caroline had a very little sneak peek. She watched about half of the video without the arrows, without the text, without anything like that. And yeah. Hey Miyagi, how you doing? Kazumi, nice to see you. 608, awesome. Kazumi, no problem. No problem. I think it's going to be a very useful. It's one of the things that a lot of people keep on asking.
Great video. I liked it.
Thank you. It's going to be one of those videos that a lot of people are going to find a lot of use in. Most of us who are Japan travelers don't really need it, to be honest. But it's one of my top asked things, I think, when it comes to like videos. So I'm going to show you 2 thumbnails, and hopefully I want to show you 2 thumbnails, and hopefully you can help me and tell me which thumbnail you like the most for the video, and it will also give you an idea of what the video is about, obviously from the thumbnail. So thumbnail number 1, guys, where are we? Thumbnail number 1, if I can get it up and running. Okay, thumbnail number 1 is this thumbnail here. Let me know what you think of this thumbnail here. This is thumbnail number 1. I'll put it here. And thumbnail number 2 is this thumbnail here. On this side. So thumbnail number 1 is this one here. Thumbnail number 2 is this one here. Which of the 2 do you think catches your attention the most? Bearing in mind that basically that it's a video about how to navigate Tokyo's subway system and train system, and a video on basically a tutorial on how to travel around Tokyo, specifically on train, and also using Google Maps and all that kind of thing. So that's basically what the video is going to be about, coming out on Friday. And as I mentioned, we have number 1, which is here, the me, like full-bodied me, and number 2, which is here. And I'm curious to see which one you think is the best for you. This is a screen grab from the actual video, and that actually, guys, was taken by our friend Jim, who's in the chat. He took that video. That screenshot is a screenshot from the video that Jim took. This one over here is actually an old shot that I took that I'm quite happy with, because it shows a little bit of surprise, and the emotion is right, and the quality of the video of the image is much better. I find that the quality of that one is much better, but the maybe the story behind this one, number 1, which is basically saying, like, number 1 is shows somebody trying to navigate, and this one maybe doesn't. So maybe this one tells the story a little bit more. So let's see what you guys think. Just about over the jet lag. Awesome. Planning your next trip. Actually, guys, Caroline, you don't know this, but I've booked for October, November already, even though I haven't even gone on my summer trip yet. I found the flight, it worked well, and the price was okay. Now, if you had a pointer on your camera, like a microscope, that would have saved you 6 hours. Number 1, number 1, number 1, number 1, number 1, number 2, even though that's not the one that the photo that you took. I did get lost in Osaka last week. It was awful. This gives me Shinjuku Station flashbacks. Okay, that's exactly what I want. Google Maps did me wrong that night. Number 1, number 1. Everybody's saying number 1. I think number 1 is my feeling, and maybe what I'm going to do is that if I have extra time tomorrow is number 2. Maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to because I like the idea number one behind number one. I just don't think that the photo is the most flattering photo of me. I think number two, this one here, is a much more flattering photo, if that makes any sense. This one is not the most flattering photo, so maybe I can replace myself tomorrow if I have a little bit of time. I can take a few photos of myself in similar position and then replace it, if that makes any sense. And had difficulty with the trains, but finally got it. Awesome. Full-bodied me. Oh, basically this is full-bodied me. Yes, full-bodied me. Two works with me. Okay. Number two is catchy, but number one tells a story. Yeah, I think that that number one tells the story the best in general. If I see that that thumbnail straight away, I know it's somebody who's lost or somebody who's trying to navigate, and there's a map, and it's a minimum. That one there on this side, number two, I think it doesn't tell the story. With the image is better, but it doesn't tell the story. It's more flattering, but it doesn't tell the story really. It could be anything really. That could be practically anything. So yeah, thank you for that, guys. I appreciate your feedback on that. Yeah, Caroline, depends when you're going to be going, because my trip is literally only 1 week. It's 6 days or 7 days from the arriving on the 27th. It's actually really good flights. I'm arriving on the 27th. I leave on the 26th at 6 a.m. and I arrive at 8:30 or something in the morning on the 27th on Sunday, which is a great. I love arriving and having the whole day ahead of me. I absolutely love doing that. And then I return on the Saturday, the 2nd of November, and it will be. I will leave like at 11 p.m. So I pretty much have the full day. So I have from Sunday to Saturday, basically full days. I would say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I have 7 pretty much full days. You know what I mean? Kazumi, November's full too. Booked too. Awesome. Hello, man with no life. How you doing? You don't like the surprise face thumbnails. It's not flattering. I think with that thumbnail, I like it. I like the thumbnail, but the thumbnail of me, a close-up, not the full-bodied me. But I think that perhaps it just doesn't tell the story really. Hot tip for Google Maps is to go in and disable buses completely if you want to lean on trains only. Yeah, that's a good idea. A good tip. I can already see how this video might end up being a part 2. There might be a part 2. Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, and I know that Japan knows this because I showed him. This is a video that I had planned before going to Japan. I actually sat down for an hour or two and I made a shot list of every single shot that I thought that I needed for this video. So it makes a huge difference when you go with something in mind, and I already knew that I wanted to make a video about Tokyo's transportation system. It probably took me about 5 hours of those 100 hours to figure out how was I going to explain Tokyo's metro and subway and JR system in the most simple way, so that a beginner can literally watch my video and go, okay, this is what I need to do, this is what there is, this is what I need to do, this is what there is, this is what I need to do, this is what there is. And I think that I've done that. I think I've done it. There's a few different steps: step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. I think the 6 steps, although the 6th step isn't needed. The 6th step is basically changing trains or changing lines. A lot of the time you don't need to do that. So yeah, basically I've gone through all the little bits step by step, and I've tried to make it as clear, as easy as I could, and it makes a hell of a difference going with an idea, a script of sorts in your head, and a set. I had about 40 different shots, and I'm very proud. You'll watch when you see that video. I'm really proud that I think 99.5% of the footage in that video is my own. It's things that I shot myself. About 70% of that video will be shots that I took specifically for the video when I went to Japan on my last trip. Oh, there's like a police chase or something. I can hear it. But the rest of it is still my own footage. It's just from previous trips. The bus icon looks so much like the train icon. You'll be there late November, early December. Too bad, dude. Too bad. Unless I'm touring with my band, then I won't be able to go to Japan. What band? Your band? You sing? Go Wander Down Under. Cool. I think there's going to be a Ninja Monkey meetup, it looks like. Maybe. Yeah, you can go into all sorts of... I mean, the thing is that I didn't want it to be a Google Maps guide. And I want to make this very clear. It is not a Google Maps guide by far. In fact, it's about 16 minutes long. The guide is about the tutorial. I would say it's a tutorial. It's about 16 minutes long, and only 30 seconds are about Google Maps. And I literally just skim and talk about the things that you need to know about Google Maps. I didn't think that I needed to do a Google Maps tutorial, because there are other navigation maps that can be used also, so it's interchangeable. Gmap reviews from the last trip weeks. Great for post-trip withdrawal. True. The buses can be quite good also, yeah. A man with a plan. Indeed, I was, definitely. Yeah, it depends on where you are, but buses can work out very well. Especially from, for example, from Roppongi to Shibuya, or from Akasaka to Shibuya, the bus many times is better than the train, I find. I work for a musician, new album coming out. Oh, I knew you worked, but I didn't know it was for a musician. That's pretty cool. That is very cool indeed. Well, I'm glad you guys turned up, because I didn't announce it. I didn't even make a thumbnail for this. So, I'm glad that you're all here. My aim is currently for November. Nice, nice. Or the free buses. Ooh. Yeah, so if you are on Patreon, by the way, then you would have early access if you're one of the top 2 patron tiers. In this case, normally I only share like early access with the top patrons, but I wanted to get as much feedback as I could, not necessarily on what to add to the video, because the video is done. You know, there's a point where you need to sort of say enough is enough, because you would be adding forever, you know. Also, I did miss some bits of information that I chose as a return traveler and a tourist in Tokyo and Japan. There are plenty of things I took the decision that were not worth mentioning, because maybe there were things that would only affect you 0.1%, 0.5%, or 1% of every trip. So I decided to omit those things, and I did have planned to go through, you know, like things that I've learned, all these additional things at the end of the video, but I felt that it was just going to make the video too long. So perhaps in the future there can be a sort of Q&A video where I discuss many of these tiny little things. What you do, like Caroline mentioned to me, what you do if your digital speaker stops working, or you run out of battery, or something like that. You know, like loads of little things like that. How do the lines work? Like Diane mentioned, you know, like if you know the certain rules about certain lines and how they cross each other and that sort of thing. But currently it's literally a how to get from point A to point B, and it goes from literally going into the station to finding your exit, to getting onto the train, finding your platform, getting on the train, and finding the exit. And then I even go into the overground how do you find and help you navigate on the overground. The overground is a very London language, by the way, because we call that the overground. But yeah. Anyway, buses can take 15 minutes, where trains can take 3/4 of an hour. It all depends on the whole thing. Tagging a Smart EX profile to a Suica card. Yeah, I didn't want to go into that either. This is why my language is very specific. So, for example, I think in the video I say you can't use Suica in most cases, or in most cases Suica doesn't work, because in reality, you know, like the majority of tourists are not going to, um, you know, attach and tag their SmartTX profile to the Suica cards. Uh, and it would have added a whole other explanation how to do it, you know. And I didn't want to go. This is why I literally only spent 30 seconds explaining Google Maps, and the rest is literally the train system. I didn't even explain Suica, really, how to get a Suica, where to get a Suica, none of that kind of thing, you know. It's literally a how to travel using the train. All of those additional things can potentially be separate videos, really. It's a great souvenir, nice. It is, it can be. In fact, check this out, guys. I have I have 2 Passimos here. Talking about souvenirs, I've got some other stuff hanging around. The only train that confused us the first time I was there was Yamanote. The rest was kind of easy. Really? The Yamanote confused you? Why? How? Yeah, overground. Basically in London you have the underground and you have the overground. The overground trains. I just use the overground as in when you're out of the station. I've conjured up a new term for Japan. I think how to navigate your travels are a winner. I am often advising stuck newbies to go to the train gate booths and ask. Yeah, well, I would love, obviously, like I mentioned, I am aware that I've missed a lot of things out. I am aware, but a lot of it was missed out on purpose, because there's a difference between putting out a 16-minute or a 17-minute video and putting out a half an hour video, with a bloated video, you know, and I think I just literally cover all the things that you really, 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 really need. Like all the I even filmed from my set list. I filmed things like lockers and like kiosks and ekibento. I filmed lots of stuff, and I haven't included it in the video because I needed to get to the core of the question. The question is, how do you use Tokyo's train system? The question isn't what is there in a train station and how do you get to Passimo, or where do you get a Suica, and how do you leave your luggage in the locker. That was not the question. So I needed to really get to the core, the root of the question, and really focus on answering that question. And hence those long lines in the train gate booths. What long lines? How to find an open bar before 6 p.m. Yamanote don't know which way to go around. Really? Interesting. It depends on how many stops away the station you want to get to is, really. A chef in Shibuya went, "You have Passmo? Yeah? Yeah, dude. I've had it 10 years. My name is on it." Love it, love it. Love it. Love it, love it. So yeah, I just wanted to give you all a heads up that I am sort of taking a break for the next week because I'm away. I'm in the UK for a week for work. And I'm pretty much working 24 hours a day. And literally, I am working 24 hours a day for the next week in the UK. So I cannot stream. I'll be very minimum social media. I'll keep an eye on the Discord every now and then. I'll try to post something if I can, like on the community tab. But that's as far as I'm going to be able to go. So that means that this Sunday stream and the Wednesday stream is not going to be happening. But I will be back the following Sunday. For those of you who don't know, my job gives me a lot of free time, which is why I can travel to Japan very often, multiple times a year, and why I have, like 8 weeks free time in the summer, and I have free time in October, and free time in December, and free time in February, and free time in April. But then I do have certain points of the calendar where I am literally working 24 hours a day, and yeah, it's come up to this time now. Lanny, don't worry, I'll be fine. Hit the like button. Thank you, man with no life. Have fun despite 24/7. I'll try. I mean, I'm gonna be in the UK. It's not a holiday or a vacation. It's a work trip, so I will be working. Back in the clay. Hey, bon voyage, no problem. Don't push it. I won't push it. I'll make it up somehow. But yeah, that's the other thing. I've been packing. I know how to pack for Japan, no problem. But when it comes to packing for the UK, there are some other things that I need to consider. And yeah, I'm going to be doing some interesting activities in the UK. I'm not going to go into the specifics, but I will be doing some interesting activities in the UK, and it requires some outdoor gear, hiking shoes potentially, maybe some swimming equipment. Oh boy. Wish I had the flexibility to go to Japan. It's great. It is great. It has its pros and its cons, really. It has its pros and its cons because I don't have the flexibility. That's the thing. I don't have the flexibility. It's basically I literally know the time that I have off. When my time is off, I know I'm off, So I'm given a calendar. I'm actually given a calendar 3 years in advance, so I know my next 3 years calendars, and when I have time off for the next 3 years, and I can maybe the next 2 years, and I can plan accordingly. So it's not flexible, really. It's not like I can say, "Ooh, I really want to go to Japan, the beginning of May." It would be impossible. I wouldn't be able to go to Japan at the beginning of May. Keep calm and drink tea. No. Keep calm and drink Coke Zero. And I've been told that where I'm going, there might not be Coke Zero. What? Oh boy. Nathan pushing the influencer like going to Japan so many times a year. Hey, Japan, Ichiban. Wait a minute, haven't you been to Japan like 3 times in the last 12 months? Hey, you're trying to catch up in Jamanki. I'm proud of you, man. This is the way to do it. You are the flexible one, for sure. I was surprised at the high cost of airfares from some countries. We're very fortunate here in Australia for the 9-hour low-cost direct flight. Nice, yeah. 9 hours on a low cost isn't too bad, but any more than that, no thank you. And I know that Japan just came back from a 15-hour flight. I've done those flights before, similar. 3 weeks in advance. I've been 4 times in the last 12 months. Nice. Well done, dude. Nice. You're starting to. You've definitely caught the ninja monkey bug. I like it. 14 months. Doesn't matter. I mean, how many times would I have been in the last 14 months? If we're going to go into 14 months, I'd be like I know. I can't even count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or maybe 6 times. 5 times. Yeah, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Oh, packing. I like packing. I just don't like packing for other countries that are not Japan. Right. I just needed to check something out quickly. July, August 2023. Movies. July, August 2023. Ninja Monkey. July, August 2022. Okay. Sorry, I was just transferring some data because my my hard drive is so full because of this project that I've been working on that I cannot actually export it properly. The irony is that I cannot export it, which is crazy. Very crazy. Hopefully. Why is this not working now? But yeah. Where is the chat? Where's the chat gone? But it can never be more than 180 days of the year. It can't. Well, we're inside of Japan. Inside of Japan. I don't get anywhere close to 180 days in a year at all. I spend like 40 days in the summer, and then I spend like 7, 7, and 7, something like that. So I think I don't get past like 60 or something in a year. I have to save money for your next flight. Start. Japan really needs to extend the digital nomad visa. 6 months is very short indeed. It's crazy. It's a bit silly, really. Oh, dude, I have plenty of storage, SSDs. The only thing is that it's not good to work off an SSD for a big project like this. So I transfer things to the SSDs, which is what I was doing right now to make space. And the weather is a little crazy at the moment. Some warm days, some hot and humid ones, and today it is rainy and cold. Yeah. So, guys, tell me what's up because like I said, I am not planning on streaming very long, to be honest. So I want to make sure that I get through any hellos and any questions. So, hey, Clean, I bought the DJI chest mount in big camera on this trip. Makes filming walking videos really easy to produce on the Pocket 3. Nice! I can't wait to see your new stuff. Have you put anything else out then? Nice. I'm still on the fence on the Pocket 3 for me personally. I'm still on the fence. Um, it's tempting, but I'm still on the fence. I'm not very sure if I need it, to be honest. Because, yeah. Sit with the kicks. How you doing? My want is spend 180 days. My budget says no. Oh yeah, you spent 180 days already, didn't you, Jim? So you won't be able to go back in for another year into Japan, or for another 6 months since you left. Or did you spent 90 days? Wait a minute, it's 90 days, no? So you can go back. Of course you can go back, dude. Good night, dude. Don't worry. Take care, man. I've been putting out content on Facebook, 4 things a day, 3 photos and a video. I have been watching some of your stuff on Facebook. I have been. I'm one of your top fans, dude. I got a little badge and everything saying that I'm a top fan. Very proud of that badge. Actually, I'm very proud of that badge. Very proud of that badge. Oh no, I moved things and now it's not there. Oh. Sorry guys, I'm just multitasking here. Multitasking. Going through all my footage, just making sure that everything is available, because I want to export it properly now. All right. Let's see. Yes, I'll be back in August. You will be, nice. So I'll be in August there. I'll be there in August too. Cool. You were there for 3 months, no? I was happy with the comfortable weather in Mia last couple of weeks. Other trips in late May have been too hot. Okay. No, I've got 90 days left. Now need more cash. Let's do it. Thanks for being a top fan, Nathan. I'm very proud. I told you, I'm super proud. When I got that badge, I was like, yes! What have you got planned for the October trip, Nathan? Stay in Tokyo or move about a little? Usually to be honest, first of all, let me get through my summer trip first. But usually it's only 6 days, 7 days, and usually for those days I try to just stay in Tokyo and do day trips. So I might do the one night somewhere, probably, but I'm not even gonna think about that yet. It all depends on what happens in this trip, because I might find that I'm on this trip and I want to return somewhere else. But I don't think, also in terms of a budget, I blow all my budget in the summer trip. The summer trip is very expensive. It's 6 weeks, so it's obviously a very expensive trip. Being in Japan for 6 weeks isn't really that cheap, and it means that when I go to Japan for the short trips, I usually try to keep things, transport to a minimum. So it all depends. It all depends, really. Maybe some Halloween content. Insta's being annoying. Just under 90 days. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Guys, I am gonna have to leave it there, because it is nearly 11 p.m. here and I still have quite a few things to do. But I appreciate the super chat, Jim. Thank you so much. And I appreciate all of you coming on, even though I don't even have a thumbnail. I really, really appreciate it. And I will probably be somewhere for Halloween. Probably. I'm guessing. It depends what day Halloween is and all that. But yeah. Anyway, guys, on that note, thank you for coming and saying hello. And yeah, no problem. Back in the clay, I can work around rodeo finals, maybe 30 days in full. Cool. Hopefully I can see you there too. Anyway, don't worry. Take care, everyone. And I'll see you in a week's time. Keep an eye on the community tab. Maybe I've got some shorts lined up. I don't know. Take care. Stay positive and be happy, Gaijin.